Francesco, tell us a little bit about your involvement in the event and the reason for taking part.
Well, when I was asked to speak at this event, I thought it would be a good opportunity for IMEC, but in reality for the industry, to let everyone know about what we're doing. And the most important factor there is that we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and that probably doesn't really transpire into the press. So it'd be a good opportunity for us to actually let people know about all the work we're doing with regards to getting vaccinations for seafarers. I mean, on the subject of vaccination for seafarers, it is becoming increasingly important and increasingly obvious as to why we need to do this, with restrictions coming back thick and fast these days. The only way out of this particular crisis is going to be to have seafarers vaccinated, protected, and then able to deliver the vital service they provide to the global community in terms of making sure that trade doesn't stop.
Thank you for that, Francesco. Can you give us some background to your session and the main points of what you'll be discussing?
My understanding of the session is that we're going to be exploring some of the avenues, some of the things the industry is doing to make sure seafarers are not forgotten and seafarers are provided with these vital vaccinations that are needed for them to be able to continue to do the work they do, this vital work they do. So we will talk about procurement. We will talk about what's actually happening right now in terms of what countries are providing these vaccinations as a priority to seafarers, and perhaps what the industry is doing as a whole to set up hubs in order to make sure that all seafarers are eventually inoculated.
Indeed, and this will be one of the crucial conversations, one of the leading conversations at the event for quite obvious reasons. And we hope that alongside your panelists, our audience can indeed get some confidence that things are moving along and some good advice as to how to deal with the matter further. And finally, Francesco, what would you like the attendees to take away from your session or from the event in general?
For me, the important thing is obviously to make sure that seafarers do get the recognitions they deserve in terms of how they made the industry continue to work and operate smoothly throughout the crisis, and for the attendants to understand that the industry is not sitting still, and it's doing everything it can to make sure that seafarers do get the consideration they need and are prioritized when it comes to vaccinations. And I think having an understanding of what everyone else is doing will only make things better going forward. Indeed.
That's the hope, and that's the message behind CrewConnect that we've been trying to put out last year, this year as well. I think you hit the proverbial nail on the head, and the fact that seafarers are the ones that are keeping us going, and have done so last year. And we hope that this year is much easier for them, and that's what we're all working together to achieve. Thank you very much, Francesco, for your thoughts. We look forward to having you with us in June, on 21st and 22nd of June, ahead of the Day of the Seafarer, for CrewConnect Europe conference, featuring the ICMA Connect event as well. Thank you again.
Thank you.